watching Soleful Discussions.
All right, so hi, how are you ladies doing today?
So good.
Good.
Lovely.
All right. How did we meet today?
I asked you
Well,
for
I guess
a lighter.
I ran into you first, and then
Got a
you kind of
lighter.
asked your friend, like, hey, down to do an interview? So, what did I tell you guys the interview was going to be about? Do you remember?
You said women. I interrupted you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I interrupted
So
you.
basically, I'm going on, I'm getting opinions from women, and it's about, so a lot of the people don't realize the impacts that like our mental health can have on our feet, and in the opposite way too, like our feet has an impact on our mental health. So my discussions are about that, talking about reflexology, various things that like can be impactful for you in a positive way. So what do you ladies first of all think about that?
I'm intrigued. I believe in this stuff, grounding and earthing.
Yeah,
Okay.
for
Definitely
sure.
is good for us.
Nice.
For sure.
So you've experienced that before?
Yeah, I love being barefooted.
Have you had any experiences with that?
With-
Earthing, grounding?
Yeah, all the time.
We both grew up in farms in Iowa.
Yeah,
so we are with the nature.
Oh, like anytime
She
I'm in
works
my
an
garden, yeah, I'm barefoot outside. Like I don't wear shoes in the summer hardly ever.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: when you ladies think about your own feet, have you ever thought about like the importance and like the impact that it has on you, like from a day-to-day basis, or do you kind of don't really think about it as much?
I would say I think about it, or when I have, like, through sports and,
Okay.
like, being capable of doing things and, like, the athletic background, like, how that
Yep.
incorporates.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
like, through that and injury and, like, stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What about
Yeah, yeah, definitely on like how, like it affects your upper body, like when you walk, how it affects your like hip alignment and all of that. Like seeing people that are like a little pigeon-toed or like their feet like point outwards, and then if there's like super flat-footed, so that. But then also I saw in the front of your binder it's pointed out that like people are really subconscious about their feet.
you? Very much so.
That's
I
so
am
sad.
not.
I'm
Yeah,
You're not.
that's like never
Hell
even
no.
crossed my mind.
Hell
Maybe
no.
if my toes aren't painted,
Okay.
but once they're painted, it's like whatever. I'm good to go.
There's a lot of people,
But-
believe it or not, and I've seen people who are like, I've talked to women who have like their feet are actually like gorgeous, and like they'll still be self-conscious about it because they feel like
Dang.
they'll see somebody else's and they're like, well, my feet don't look like that.
I
so
feel
my
like
feet
women
don't
are
look
like that with all body parts.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
No,
fair.
for real.
Absolutely.
All body parts.
Absolutely.
And that's how we're taught
Absolutely.
to be.
So let me ask you this: in terms of like things that you've like done, in terms of like exercises maybe you've done to like help make your feet more flexible, has there been anything that you've done to like help like promote that in any sense?
I'd say like yoga.
Yoga?
Just balance and
Okay.
like toe strengthening, like
Yeah.
like toe stuff.
Yeah.
Again, athlete stuff, but toe stuff we would do like
There's a certain type of yoga called yang yoga that actually deals with that.
nice
Those stretches in your,
yeah,
in your
yeah,
feet,
yeah.
like
It's good.
focusing on that.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
That's
done
fair.
yoga a few times, but I saw Callie has one. Those
Those
pressure
spiky
point
mats?
mats.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so nice.
I want one of those.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
lay
they
on that
have them.
sheet.
So yeah, and if you look on the back of the binder, we actually have that in there for your hands and feet. Those actual pressure points that like connect to those
Yeah.
different parts of your body. To me, it was always a cool thing. So I studied kinesiology, and then we started learning about like different like medicines and things you can use. And like this was one of Eastern medicine where it's like more focused on holisticness, like not trying to like
Yeah.
use pills and things like that. What have your experiences been like with like when it comes to like maybe using different types of like medicine as opposed to just like pills and things like that? Have you had any experiences with that?
No, I don't even like really take ibuprofen.
I'm staying away from that too.
If I have pain, I'll like stretch or rest.
Yeah.
I've gotten a massage like twice maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do much.
Water is a really good one.
I
too,
drink
like,
water. Yeah,
lot of
salt.
water. Yeah.
I salt my water.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about for you?
I also am not like the first person to pop some ibuprofen or
Yeah,
Advil
yeah.
type of thing.
Did you Epsom salt baths? ever?
Yeah, one time I pulled my hamstring pretty bad recently. Snowboarding is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I did take one of those baths, and it was nice.
Yeah.
And it helped.
Those hurt, man. Like when you pull that hamstring, because it like lasts.
It does
lingers for a
hurt.
bit,
Did I say
yeah.
hamstring? Quad. I pulled my
Absolutely.
quad.
Either way,
Oh.
ooh, that might.
It was. I couldn't walk for like a day. Plus. Maybe a little more. Like walk at all.
So you guys talked about being from Iowa, and like I'm pretty sure it's like a lot different. You come here to California, like things
It's a
are
little different.
totally different, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of if I was in Iowa and I was like going up and promoting this to like, what would you think that their reactions? Or how would they be in terms of like a subject like this?
I think it would depend where you are.
Okay.
It would, like,
Yeah.
rural versus city.
Okay.
Yeah. College
of
town,
every-
not.
yeah.
Like, if you were
Yeah.
on the Iowa campus,
People would
anyone would
love
talk to you.
it.
Yeah.
People would love it. Maybe if you get a bit more rural, it's gonna be.
They probably won't talk to you.
Well, yeah, because I'm guessing
there's-
that PG people are a little bit more like, we know who we know. If we don't know you,
Yeah.
we're not talking to you, right?
And there's layers. Like Iowa's white.
yeah.
You know, there are layers.
Yeah,
There are
no, we know.
we know.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this: for this next portion, well, you already have your fill up. Can you take your shoes and socks
Yeah.
off? Because we I want to go through that first page right there.
Or are you
We
gonna
wanna talk
evaluate
about-
our feet?
Huh? Yeah, we're gonna talk
Okay.
about it. Like, I
My
wanna see
feet are
how-
a little sweaty, but
Okay. Nah, don't worry. Look, I'm over here sweating too. I just got through walking from all the way down on the other end over there. So yeah.
Do people normally chat with you, or do you get mostly no's?
I get no. It's always mixed. Like I
Yeah.
think that if people are busy, like they're gonna absolutely say no, and then if people are like they got a little time and they're open, they'll definitely say yes. Yeah, it
Nice.
just depends.
Nice.
All time, I think.
Beach is a
in life.
good place to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People got
absolutely.
time.
So let me have you, if you guys can, both put your feet down flat and towards the edge of the here, and then we'll get a
Food out of the
split. So first of all, because you said you've looked at that chart before.
Yeah.
Does it match what you think that's on there, like in terms of like what your toe alignment is?
Well, I have no idea about the
I
like the
would
region.
imagine. Okay.
Yeah. What do you thinking?
If I was going based on this, it looks like it's a Grecian. It looks like it's a Greek.
I said, looking at
But
it, I look a little less German.
It could also be Roman too, though, because it does look like your toes are almost the same size across those first three toes, and then they kind of go down. It's like a little drop it. It could be either or. What do you think?
I mean, sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I'll be Greek. I'll be shit.
What about for you? What
Can
do
I
you
get
think?
dual citizen?
I thought I would be German through and through, but I am not.
Is it a little bit different from there?
Well, these toes are like longer than my big toe. No, I was. I
I
don't think.
almost feel like you kind of have that Roman going on too. It almost looks like.
Some
Yeah.
Roman gal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like your first three toes, like they're almost
All
about the same size, and then that fourth toe drops down, and so does that last toe.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. Let me have you ladies, if you can, feet straight out like this. All right. And so, you guys, first of all, what size do you wear? What size do you wear? Or do you want me to guess?
Sure.
Oh, hold on. I don't know where the knife is.
I'm going to guess for you a size 7.5 to 8.
Dude, it's so funny. I literally wear 9.5.
Do you really?
Yeah.
It looks smaller.
My feet are large for my height. I
It
think
looks
it's my
smaller.
height. I don't know.
Absolutely. I'm going to guess for you a 9.5.
I'm a 10.
You're a 10.
Yeah.
Really close.
Yeah.
All right, there it is.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's
Isn't it weird?
It doesn't seem like that from far away.
I know, because I'm short.
There it is. There it is. All right, cool. So let's get into the next portion. We're going to talk a little about reflexology. What have your experiences been like with reflexology in terms of what you've heard, what you may have experienced?
I don't know much.
You ever heard of like, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of acupuncture, acupressure?
Yeah. I've had that once, the needles.
Okay. Yeah.
Had that?
Uh-huh.
What was your
Cool.
experience?
It was cool. God, the hammies good.
Yeah, absolutely.
God, the
Absolutely.
hammies good. Little zing.
So, like I said, reflexology is all about those pressure points we have, hands and feet.
Mm-hmm.
They connect to different parts of our body. One of the biggest benefits I see for most people, a lot of ladies deal with like migraines. Migraines is like a big type of thing that they deal with. It's actually a portion of your hands and feet you can massage, and that when you're dealing with that relieves that tension. That tension starts to go down slowly but surely. What have your thoughts been like in terms of if you could use something like that to like alleviate that tension and everything that you're feeling in those moments?
I've seen people do it for like babies.
Yeah.
Like if they're crying or like if they have like indigestion
Yep.
or like there's like pressure points on their hands or their feet that you
Oh, cool.
can like use. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
I
'cause
just
there's-
don't know about it.
There's literally areas in your lungs, like
Oh,
you said,
fucking
like, all
shoot
kinds-
me up.
Yeah. Get me going. Let's go.
For
Absolutely.
real.
Yeah, no, it's really dope because like a lot of times when people are sick, they tend to deal with like a lot of congestion and their lungs and stuff. You can actually like alleviate some of that just by massaging in those areas. Absolutely.
I can use that.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. So let me ask you guys this: when we get to reflexology, we like to talk about sensitivity. In terms of being ticklish, like when you go get pedicures or anything like that, how ticklish would you say you are?
I'm kind of ticklish.
Kind of ticklish.
Yeah,
You
like,
are
I'm
too.
pretty tickler.
Okay.
I can sit through it, but like it tickles. Yeah.
It tells, what would you say the scale is?
On a 10-point scale,
Yeah.
like a 6.5.
6.5? Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a trick for you ladies. Do you mind if we test it so that I can give you the trick? I'm using a tool, I'm not using my hands. Is that cool?
Sure.
Let me see the tool.
It's a brush.
That's a brush.
It's a brush. So because like, you know, when you get that pumice stone, it's
Yeah.
almost like in that type of like sensitivity. So that's what we use.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me guys get you to put your feet out straight again. And then what we're going to do is, let's start with you. And I'm going to start from bottom to top. Tell me where you feel it at the most, which foot is most sensitive.
Okay.
Okay, that's the most important part. 1, 2, 3. And
Oh, God.
what are we feeling here? What is it on a scale of 1 to 10? So like you said, like a 6, 7?
That might be like an 8.
That's like an 8. Okay, let's try
That's
your
pretty
right. Tell me
ticklish.
if this one is worse. 1, 2, 3, and so this one's less.
There's the 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which hand are you most dominant with?
My right hand.
Okay, would you play sports, I would imagine?
Yeah.
Did you always plan it a lot off your left?
Yeah.
Do a lot of stuff off your left?
Land on my left foot.
That's
jumping.
why. That's why. So the more pressure we apply to one place, like we tend to have more sensitivity in those areas as opposed to the other side because we use that side more. That's it. All right, let's try here, and then we're gonna go over the trick. Okay, so let's try you first. 1, 2, 3, and how bad is it?
Like bad, dude.
Like that? Turn it a little bit more this way if you can. All right. 1, 2, 3.
You could arch them all.
Which one is worse?
Left.
Your left is worse. So both of you guys, you play sports too.
Yes.
Planet of law off that left, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So here's my trick. When I'm
Okay.
doing it, I want you guys to wiggle your toes.
Okay.
Just tell me what you feel. Wiggle here. Is it less or more?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What did it go down to?
Like a 3.
Like a 3 or 4?
Yeah.
You know why?
Because I'm not thinking about it.
Because the wiggling, the
Yeah,
pressure.
so yeah, that's the
different
biggest part.
pressure.
So here's the thing. So when you wiggle your toes, think about it like this. I'm applying energy, right?
Yeah.
You're also applying energy.
Cool.
What it does is send the energy that I'm like applying to a different area. So you can't feel it in a certain area that I'm doing it in. So it's a little trick for you. So
Yeah.
let's try here. 1, 2, 3. Less, right? You probably don't even really feel it at all, right?
The scratch.
There you go. Let's try you. So wiggle. More or less?
Way less.
Way less?
Way less.
It's a trick for you. So you get those pedicures and they doing that pumice stone and it's like really intense. Just do this a little bit. You can also wiggle your fingers. Try wiggling your fingers while I'm doing it too. And let's see what that's like. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Less?
Like nothing.
There you go.
That's
Cool.
cool.
So last part of the interview, I'm gonna get you guys to do a couple exercises with your feet. Let me get you guys just close together. Okay, cool. First, bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me you feel pain or discomfort. Easy to do, hard to do?
Easy.
Easy. Relax. Spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort. Easy. Okay. Relax. Lastly, wiggle your toes about 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel any pain, any discomfort happening after a while. Pretty easy?
Easy.
Standard? Okay, cool. All right. Now, I usually have my golf ball with me, but I don't. Here's some tricks for you guys when you guys go home. Like, if you want to, like, make your feet a little bit more dexterous, like a little bit more flexible, take a golf ball or tennis ball in the mornings, or your foot across it.
Feels so good.
It
Lacrosse
is-
ball.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh my God. So it really makes a difference because it gets into those areas that we don't normally use a lot. So yeah, there we go. So let's wrap up the interview. In terms of my approach, came up to you first. What did you think my approach was like? Was it good? Was it bad?
Yeah, it was good. You were just like,
Okay.
I don't have a lighter, but are you down for
Yeah.
the interview?
Yeah, because you approached me. You were like, "Do you have a lighter?" I was like, "I don't have a lighter," but
You laughed because you were coming over to
yeah,
approach us.
I was actually approaching you guys. Absolutely, absolutely.
Got that.
In terms of the interview, start to finish, did you see how everything was going along in the line? Did it make sense? Did you learn anything new?
I did learn something new. The wiggling of the toes and the pressure. Really cool.
Also, toe alignment.
Yeah,
Also toe alignment.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, might have some Roman in us.
Some Roman. Have you ever done a 23andMe?
No,
Okay. Might be time to do that.
it might be.
Never know.
Just based off of like family last names, I just assumed like German, Dutch.
It could be too, and remember, like, there's a lot of areas, like, where times where people were doing a lot of moving around.
Yeah.
So you might have family that might have originated from there, but yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Last thing I like to ask from you guys, something you can say to my channel that might be helpful, like if they're going through a hard time or anything like that, something that maybe has helped you out. Anything you can say could be beneficial. Don't overthink it, just whatever comes to your mind first.
Take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, and like find new tools to take care of
There
yourselves.
it is. Golf ball, tennis ball. There it is.
All of it.
What about for you?
Mental health.
I'd say surround yourself with people that you feel comfortable talking to. And it doesn't have to be a big group of people. It's like 2 or 3 people just to not keep it all up here.
Yeah.
Shit gets crazy up in there.
Man, yes it does. Absolutely. Well, thank you ladies so much. Definitely appreciate you stopping to do this interview with us. All right. And we hope that you guys have a great one, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.